Okay, everybody, so this is my finished junk journal. It's a, the book was originally a 1947 illustrated copy of Little Women. And so this is what it looks like. It's super chunky. And so these bands, I decided, my original plan was instead of sewing the signatures in the first time, I was going to use these rubber, this just elastic to hold it in and then sew them in when I was done. But because it's so fat, I'm not sure that's gonna work and still be pretty. It may just make a giant mess. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I really liked taking the signatures in and out. So if you could see, I could take them out and sew the pages. If I can find the middle. I could take them out and sew the pages if I wanted, or put some things in, extra pages if I wanted to. Which I really did like, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it again. It is kind of loose. I'm not sure if there's a way to make these tighter or anything like that. So we'll see what I decide to do next time. It definitely was something new to try. So here's my junk journal. I did leave in this front page. I didn't want to just cut it off and have half of it right here. And I thought this was such pretty artwork. So I left it right there, and then just cut out behind this one page right there is where I cut it off. And then here's this little flip that says what I want in this book. I said I just wanted to fill it with things that make me happy, so that I look like it. I'm happy when I'm looking at it. And then I always put this little card here that says when I used the book, just so I can remember the exact dates. It's always right here in the front cover. So here's just this cute little intro page I made with love, grateful. There. And then I work at a school with a bunch of kindergartners, so whenever I have extra papers that have cute little doodles or anything on them, I always take those and cut them out and color them myself and put them in my junk journal because I think they're so cute. So this was some Halloween decoration after Halloween I took, and then some a Halloween paper, and this was just a little tag on something that a kindergartner gave me for Halloween, which is really nice. I stuck that in there. Here's a bunch of simple things that I love. Enjoy the little things. These were just tags that came with something that I bought. And then this is one of the things I was talking about, putting things in. This is an envelope, so this is the flap of the envelope. So I just put this in later on, decided to decorate this side of the flap on this side, and then I have the envelope on the other side. And then this is just a smaller page that I put in. That just is on the other side of the signature, but it just sticks in there with just this little tab on this side. And then this is all from a pen pal. It says, I would rather have a body full of scars and a head full of memories than a life of regrets and perfect skin, from Atticus. And then her little note is right there. And then I was reading this book. I need to go back and read it. It was due at the library, so I took it back. It was so funny. I was writing down all the quotes and the wonderful things that I wanted to remember from the book. So I need to finish filling up this page. And then this is just lyrics to a song, and then I wrote on the back of this why I loved the song. See, I made it all cute. Looked like a little doodle in there. And this was my first try using a little a window. So I put paper under it, and then I have just this little, oh, it's upside down. There's this little opening that says, God loves you no less whether you struggle. When you struggle than when you triumph. I just colored that in and put that in there. And then here's another thing from school, just a turkey. And then all my little things from Thanksgiving, little tags and things. And then I just left this paper blank just because I loved the look of the paper. I just thought I'd just leave it blank so I could see it. I didn't want to cover it up or anything. Oh, and then here is me talking about the lyrics for the song. I didn't plan on putting so many lyrics for the songs in here, but I did, just putting the lyrics for The Next Right Thing in Frozen 2, and then Bruni, just because I loved him so much. And then just little doodles. These are little doodles and things, writing down. A thank you card from something that I bought. This is actually from the Urban Forager. 97. I bought a lovely ephemera pack from her. And then this is how I put in, it was a calendar page I wanted to keep. So I put this in, and this is covering up the calendar part. And then this is the page, just to put in there a cute little Mickey and Minnie. And then this was my first attempt right here of using a napkin and putting a napkin on something. So there's that, and then I wrote on the back just a little card that goes in here. Life's about new beginnings. And then this is when it was the new year. So here's my new year page. This is, I have a couple of these in here. This was actually a, well, it's a flashcard, but I loved the shape of them. So I stick them in every once in a while. You can see there's another one right here. And then I just have little quotes about the new year. And then this is a little book I made of a quote that I saw on New Year's Day. So it says, today marks the beginning of a new decade, a new year, and a new month. A new beginning can often be overwhelming, but don't forget, today's also Wednesday, and tomorrow is Thursday. Try to make the best of today, and before you know it, you'll have accomplished more than you thought possible. And this is the Instagrammer that posted that. And I loved it because I was seeing so many people post about, oh, it's the new decade, and what'd you do over the last decade? And it was just a Wednesday, and so you didn't have to worry about it too much. So here we had, this is another napkin I did. We had a Gatsby party, or a 1920s party. So that's from that. And we played Clue. So I put the little Clue thing in here. Uh-oh, stuck it in too far. And then I did make a little pouch here with some of the confetti that was on the table. And then 2020, 12 new chapters, 365 new pages. I guess it's actually 366 because it's a leap year, but that's okay. So keep going. Here's a little post. This is actually the other page of that little tiny flab one that I was talking about putting in. And then this is the envelope that just has some different letters from pen pals and things like that in there. Here's the other side. A love page. Love makes a house a home. And then life is full of whimsical happenings. I really like quotes, if you haven't noticed, especially at this point. Just uplifting things that help you get through the day. This one says, what we do depends mainly on what we see depends mainly on what we look for. This one says, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I'll try again tomorrow. Here's another one of these little flashcards. I did have one, actually I think it was this one. I made sure it equaled 20 because it went with the 2020 theme. This one was just random, but I did watercolor it because I just wanted to add some more color there. And then this one is all like uplifting things again. Give yourself some credit for how far you've come. Believe in yourself. Weather, which is spelled wrong, but that's okay. You think you can do, you think you can, or you think you can't. You're right. And just enjoy where you are now. You can do hard things. You can do it. Obviously, just uplifting things that I liked looking at and kind of give myself a pep talk. Magic, something you make. Here's some tags for some things that I liked, or some things that I bought. And then I sewed this in. So I really liked being able to take out pages so I could sew things in like this as I was working. When I started this, it was mostly just a bunch of these papers that I had put in. And then as I go, I kind of make the page what I want it to be. And this is a little journal entry I wrote down. And here we have some more tags of things I got. Then I got a new iPhone, so I put that in there. And then a little tea bag with the little tea tag right there. Then this is a watercolor page I did that I put in later after I'd watercolored it. And then my sister and my best friend heart attacked me. So I covered the, I put a bunch of the hearts here. I put a bunch of them here, like the big ones that said my name and some quotes. And I just glued the two sides together. It's kind of messy, but that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. But it's kind of like mini little books to flip through. And then all the extra ones are just here in this envelope. And this is from a book at school that we read called Friend Shape. And at one point they all spelled out love. It was all about working together and things like that. So I tried to recreate it, not as well, but I did. This is just a case of things. This actually was, I put something else here, but then I didn't like it, and I just needed to do something, so I put this little tag that my friend gave me in there, which doesn't want to stay right now. That's okay. And then here's just something a kindergartner gave me, and then some other letters from pen pals right there and right here. And then here's a little glassine bag, and then in it, if you turn it over, I just was playing around. Sometimes things don't work out as well as I want them to, like this is all sprayed, and I didn't enjoy this that much, but I still put it in here because it shows something I worked on, and then I can see my progress over time. And then this is a play my husband was in, so I put the synopsis right here, and this is like the front of the playbill, and then a bunch of like inside jokes from the play, his bio, and my ticket. And then in here I put in all of the cast members with him, just their little headshots, and then I did color or doodle over them just something that goes with their character, just so you can see. This one's my favorite, just because it's fun and adds a little character in there. I do really love these pages that I did. This is another calendar page. I have lots of calendars. I'm trying to figure out how to hold them up in there and stick them in here. And everyone just wants to be loved. Here is some more letters from a pen pal. And these were actually on the envelope. I cut them out and stuck them right there. This, someone sent me a bunch of Disney stickers, and I was trying to make a collage that looked really cool, but it didn't work out, and then I just gave up after a while. And that's how this page stayed. And then here's like another little pocket quote. It says, life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. A little vintage photo. This is actually the actress that's the voice of Snow White. And then just some cute little tabs here. This is my Oscars page, so I wrote down some of the categories in here and the movies that are nominated or actors, and I'm going to put a check mark next to the one that wins when they have the Oscars. And then I made this little envelope that unfolds and says, and the winner is. Just goes right there. And I think this page is so cute. And then here, I just felt like January lasted forever. I put this quote here, and then you can see the other side of the page, which is just, like I said, lots of calendars. Alice in Wonderland page. And here's me just getting inspiration from, I think this was a Macy's magazine. And then just some cute little papers that I find in my everyday life. This is a note someone wrote to me about taking cupcakes. They were giving me this. I taught in my church service, so there's that. I just kept the program so I could see and remember later. And then in here, this is just like little tiny, there's a Lego set thing and an Ugly Dolls thing. Just so I put them in there because I don't want to lose them, and I like that they're cute. They're things that I like just to remember later. And then just some other cute things. I found this at school, like a kindergartner gave me this. I think this is so pretty, these flowers. And then this bed I just want to jump on. So I put it in here so I can look at it. And then things like these page, it's not like all the way full. I don't know if it's done, but I'm happy with it like this. And sometimes I like the more simpler things, so I'm keeping it like that. And then here's just another little tag that just sticks out and makes those goodies on the edge to touch. No matter what happens, you'll be okay. It's a little flip. And I put these cute little books. This is a little drawing from a kindergartner. I normally don't put all their stuff. Sometimes they give me lots of stuff, but this one is kind of a really interesting one. I asked her what it is, and she said, it's Mickey Mouse. And I sent it to my husband, and he was like, I'm now going to have nightmares. So I kept that in there because I thought it was really funny. And then just this little drawing that I did. Or I didn't draw it, I just colored it. And then I loved this quote that I found. So I just put it on this. This is a page, an atlas of Italy. And then this is when I stopped. I do have more pages in here, But I just felt like it was getting so full, and when I was doing this page, as you can see, it actually should be over here. But because it's so full, that's why you have this gappage right here. So that's when I decided to stop in this one. So I do have some more pages. I think we're just going to leave it like this right now, just because it's so full. So here it is from the side again, and all the little tags and things that hang out. Let me know if you have any questions or anything down below, and thanks for watching.